What you're not looking at is the competition. Let's just keep it real. The Hawks aren't the Golden State Warriors.
They won 60 games at one point. They were. We were talking about.
But Ken, my point, and the team that won 60 games isn't the team that we just saw in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's keep that real. It's not.
You finally admit that now?
But I told you that going into the playoffs.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know what? I admit it. You're right. You said it on the show. So I got to give you your props. One thing we have to keep in mind is that, and we talked about it on the show.
But at the same time, it comes from two different points.
Then all of a sudden, you want to say, "Oh, well, you know."
I think for me, I don't know if I can speak for everybody else.
This is DeadEndSports.
All right, everybody, we back. We gave you the Eastern Conference previews, and we gave you the Western Conference preview. Western Conference, we all were right. Eastern Conference, 50-50. Yeah, 50-50.
Who picked? I thought you picked that line too.
Yeah. Remember you just said
bum ass.
Remember you told you B.O. was right.
It took a minute.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
He agonized over it, but it took a minute. But anyway, so this is the finals preview. The finals kick off this Thursday, June 4th. It's been about 7 or 8 days in between it since the Golden State advanced to the finals.
2 weeks almost.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So we're gonna give you our predictions on who we think will win the finals. Before we get into that, make sure you tune in to the show live every Tuesday, 9 p.m. on Blogtalkradio.com. If you missed anything, you can subscribe to the podcast and catch it on replay, catch the archives, and you can always go to the website and catch it there. So
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, blogtalkradio.com/DeadEndSports. Not doing this alone. Got producer extraordinaire BZ430. LeBron James, biggest fan. Biggest fan, FIFO. And the man who's still depressed about the Atlanta Hawks.
Mr. Wrong himself.
Kyle, but we appreciate
we had a great year.
Hey, I mean,
yeah,
y'all did. Y'all did.
You can have your chest out there just a little bit.
I'm happy about our year. I mean, we couldn't win with an injured team, so
that's not what you said.
No, but when we shot the video, we weren't injured.
No, wait a minute. Remember, and I know we're getting off track. We're gonna get back on it. Remember when I made a comment about Kevin Love going out? He jumped on me, talking about so it don't matter. Next man up. That was his argument over and over again.
I make no excuses.
I make
no question. I make no excuses.
All right, but now you saying we couldn't win the game because we injured. Anyway, all right. But great year for Atlanta, man. Much love and support, man. We're here in Atlanta. We love the season you guys had, man. It brought a lot of excitement seeing you guys go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
We need tickets
for the first time. Definitely, DeadEndSports is thankful to be a part of that. Of you guys, making history like that. So here's to another year, man. And let's take it all the way, man. Let's take it all the way.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, man. Baby steps. You got a lot to build on. So the finals are here. Steph Curry. We got 2 superstars. Steph Curry versus LeBron James. Golden State Warriors, 7 wins. Cavs, 56. Finished the season 34-9. Golden State has been dominant all year. Top 5 in offense, defense. I think
everything. Pretty much everything.
Yeah, everything. Dominant, killing it. Tough Western Conference. Beat the Rockets in 5. Made it look easy, difficult at times. Nevertheless, they're there. We always know what happened with the Cavs. Swept the Hawks. Unfortunately, we saw Atlanta. Like LeBron said, "Oh, it's too easy. Come on." Tough Bulls, and of course Boston Celtics, which transformed this Cavs team, made Tristan Thompson a guy, thanks to the Kevin Love injury with Kelly Olynyk. Kevin Love said he's coming back next year.
Yeah,
dislocated his shoulder, he's out. All of that, a lot of drama. But finally we're here. West Finals. LeBron, 5th straight finals.
I think, honestly, man.
Who's gonna win?
All right, based off of what I've seen going into this finals, I had Golden State winning in 6 or 7 games. But the longer that these finals, take to actually start, the more I'm feeling like LeBron's gonna put that exclamation point on his career, man. The look in LeBron's eye is way different this year. And I was also watching NBA TV, and Rick Fox was saying that, is there really another level to LeBron? Are we really witnessing that right now? Because you're talking about a guy that was able to make the finals as a baby, as a high school player.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, LeBron always references Miami as college for him. All of the greats before him, every single one, not every single one, but the majority of them had a couple years of college, you know what I'm saying, under their belt. LeBron never had that, and his game wasn't ready then. His game is ready now, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that by where he's attacking on offense. He's getting in the elbow, high post, low post sometimes, and he's giving quick work to everybody that's trying to guard him. And he's still LeBron with the passing and the drives to the basket. And he's still yamming on people. And the man about to be 31. So with all that, I'm not gonna take anything away from Steph Curry with the shot, because this boy, that's the real MVP. He is the real MVP. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about his game.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you are. If you are checking me, you gonna catch one in your eye, Mr. Postman. It just is what it is.
It's interesting to see how many bodies they gonna throw at him.
Oh, man, you already know. Like, you gotta throw almost everybody out, because did y'all hear the quote that LeBron said?
Yeah.
LeBron said, they asked him, how do you stop Curry? He said, you know what, man, honestly, just like me, you can't.
And there was no smile on his face when he said it.
Right. And that's how I know he's ready.
He was not joking.
He was not joking. And I think Steph Curry and the Warriors are ready. Hopefully Klay can get back, because he has not been fully cleared, even though he went through shoot-arounds.
He practiced today.
I hope that he's ready, because they do need him. If they are going to beat the Cleveland Cavs, they need his firepower. Maybe not all 4 games, 2 or 3 of them games, they're gonna need him.
I think it's interesting you said, like, soon when we found out who was the 2 teams in the finals, I rewind back and was like, man, remember when Steph Curry said, I'm the best offensive player, in the league?
Yeah.
And now you're going against, who people consider, the best offensive player, or he's the best player in the league, and you guys are clashing in the NBA finals. This is one thing I'm hoping to see. Oh yeah, my prediction. I think Golden State in 6 or 7 or whatever. Just because they got the home court, and I didn't realize how good their home court record was.
Oh yeah.
In the regular season and postseason. So I'm like, man, they got home court advantage, and on paper, I got Golden State winning.
But regular season, they went 1-1, and they both won at home. And that first game that the Cleveland Cavs lost, LeBron didn't play.
But yeah, I was just saying, it's just interesting how Steph Curry made that statement. And now they clashing. Now for me, I think, for LeBron to kind of really, really put himself up there with the legends, I want, like you said, his demeanor, I want to see him with that aggression in this finals. Like, I want to see him really trying to, like, take each game over. Like, I'm trying to bully, like you said, be on that block. I'm trying to bully everybody. Nobody can't check me like how he was against Atlanta. I want to see him do that against Golden State. And I want to see that tiger in that eye of a tiger that he always been having this playoff in these finals. We've been seeing it the first 3 rounds, but I want to see him take it to another level in this NBA Finals. I'm really looking for him to do that. But my prediction, I do got Golden State winning it in 6 games.
So it won't surprise you if Cleveland wins?
It won't surprise me? I think it kind of would.
So
I mean,
because
especially if you got a banged up Kyrie Irving,
it would shock me.
Yeah.
I don't give him a chance.
Yeah.
I think
still.
It still would shock me. I think Cleveland.
I won't really say shock.
Well, I don't want to use the word shock, but I think.
I mean, they've been playing on a different level.
They've been playing on a different level. But here's the thing. I think where you run into problems is that now you're going up against a healthy Golden State team.
That's deep.
And they're deep. They got so many guys that can. God bless my Hawks. They had Carroll, and then it was Kent Bazemore. You're going to be going up against. They're probably going to put Iguodala. They're going to put Harrison Barnes.
Wait, okay. Now,
and this is just on LeBron.
No, I feel you. But all of those guys, the last time that they played, LeBron went 7-for-11 against Andre. Wait, hold on. Now let me finish my point, Pippen. LeBron went 7-for-11 on Andre Iguodala for 16 points. Harrison Barnes was next. I think Harrison Barnes got him like 5 minutes. LeBron was 3-for-3 against him. The next person 2-for-4. Next person 2-for-3. He dominated every single Warriors player. And even even going before,
he needs to do that still.
Yeah, no, I agree. But even going before this finals, I said that if Cleveland sees Golden State. I think that Cleveland can beat them, but I thought they were going to be healthy. So I kind of agree with you, but I'm going to say this, and even in my spiel of saying everything, I said the longer that this takes, the more and more I'm leaning toward the Cavs, because the LeBron that I'm seeing, I think he could go a whole nother level that we haven't even seen. And I think that if the others play the way they have been playing, and LeBron goes another, it don't matter who you play against, they're gonna win.
Well, I think where we differ, and I think LeBron, he's gonna be LeBron. He may be better than what we saw. And to your numbers, I think LeBron is gonna put up numbers against anybody. I don't really get too much into what they did during the regular season, because let's just keep it real. Neither team is the same. Yeah. Because Cleveland struggled at one point. We did a video about Cleveland struggling. They make these trades, and they go through the roof. And they were arguably the best team in the East second half of the season. I think this is a very compelling series because, for one, for the first time in a while, we get it kind of reminds me of like the '80s basketball when you had Magic and Bird going against each other, at the height of their careers. In the finals, you got the best in the West versus the best in the East. And that's not to say that Tim Duncan and those guys weren't the best, but it's a different when you talk about star power.
I mean, you're talking about the number one team in the West with the MVP. They are the best in the East.
I think, man, I like Golden State in 6. I wouldn't be surprised if it went 5. I think, and the only reason why I say that is because
is it the role players?
It's the role players, and Kyrie came out today and said he's not 100%. And with the injury that he has, the layoff helps him. But if he gets out there and he can't do as much, he's a shell of himself. If they make Kyrie a spot-up shooter, he's not going up against Dennis Schroeder anymore. So I think the thing is,
you can't hide him in the 6. That's the thing with Kyrie.
Exactly what I want.
And this is why, like I've been saying for a while, like I feel like they need 100% healthy Kyrie, because even against the Hawks, they didn't let him guard Teague in that last game.
Right. They may play LeBron straight up and say, hey, because LeBron. Keep in mind now, LeBron is not a willing scorer. He wants to make the basketball play. Now,
Steve Curry.
But you don't think they'll play him straight up? I think they'll play him straight up like they did Harden. And because see, here's the thing. Atlanta tried to box him in and then double team him, and that was leaving Shumpert and those guys wide open for threes. They're not going to have that kind of threes.
But this is the difference between LeBron and James Harden. LeBron will win you a whole game. LeBron will win you a whole series. However you want him to win it. Do you want him to score 40 or 50? He'll do it. 40. And I feel you. But this is why I disagree with you, and this is the reason why for the last, as long as everybody here has known me, why I said LeBron is the greatest player. Because I'm not saying all time. I'm just saying greatest player right now, this era right now. The reason why is because he'll beat your whole team however, whatever you give me is what I'm going to use against you. You give me the pass, I'm a pass. You give me the score, I'm a score. And to go against your point, making him a scorer,
I guard.
You need me to play defense on the 5 man. It don't matter.
What you're not looking at is the competition. Let's just keep it real. The Hawks aren't the Golden State Warriors.
They won 60 games at one point. They were. We were talking about.
But Ken, my point, and the team that won 60 games isn't the team that we just saw in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's keep that real. It's not.
You finally admit that now?
But I told you that going into the playoffs.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know what? I admit it. You're right. You said it on the show. So I got to give you your props. The competition, when you can throw Draymond, when you can throw Iguodala, they got different bodies. But it's not just about LeBron. It's about the other pieces around it.
It's all about, what are you talking about?
You're talking about score 100 points.
But look,
all right, let me just get this out. But isn't it safe to say that Steph can cancel out LeBron?
Steph can match LeBron
offensively, but not everything else that LeBron does. LeBron is an eraser offensively and defensively. Steph Curry can only erase deficits. That's it. You're not relying on him to shut nobody down or nothing like that.
When you look at how everything shapes up now, LeBron is the one caveat, because I think he could be the difference maker to make it more of a series. But I think when you just add it all up, man, across the board, I think Golden State's better.
I think for me, like on the show, I picked the Warriors to win this. I was telling B that I didn't even want to see LeBron in the finals because I didn't want to see him lose another finals. Go 2-4. I thought he needed a year, especially with Love hurt. I thought he needed a year. Even if Love was healthy, I still think they probably needed a year to get properly integrated with David Blatt. What he's done so far in the playoffs has been outstanding. He's made that team work. Tristan Thompson has found a spot. He's been phenomenal. He's showing his offensive ability in spurts. Delhi has been relatively okay. He's been all right.
He's been elevated by LeBron.
He's been, I mean, he bothers me when he come in, but whatever. He got them here. He blew through the Hawks. He beat a tough Bulls team
That should have been. That should have
beaten this team. And let's be real. Tristan Shumpert has stepped up. J.R. Smith, everybody has stepped up, man. They're really following LeBron's lead. On the flip side, you look at the Warriors. Like you said, Raph, they've been playing this way. You don't win 67 games by accident.
Right.
You look at the Western Conference Finals, and outside of Memphis, once they figured out coaching, they took them out.
They danced to everybody.
Steph seems very confident right now.
Yeah, no question.
Very confident.
Very confident, dog.
That's the one thing. Steph can match LeBron. They can cancel each other out.
Pretty much.
And Draymond Green, when I saw Draymond Green grab that rebound and push the rock up the court, I was like, what's Tristan Thompson going to do with that? If he gets it and push the rock up, like, how are you going to stop that down if you can push it from the forward position? You know how you do that, LeBron James? I mean, I understand that, but so
he can't guard everybody, though.
He can't. I'm not saying that he's gonna guard everybody, but just like I said in the last series, what do you do against Atlanta? You go small, you put LeBron at the four. That's what they're gonna do.
It's still an X factor that, for me, they have against the Cavs. And I've been reading everything. I've been researching everything. I've been trying to get the mood of the team as I do with everything. What are people saying here? What's LeBron saying? I'm looking at kind of the demeanors of the team. And then I'm looking at how he's been playing. I'm going with the Cavs, and I'm going with the Cavs in 6. I could very well. I don't see Golden State winning this at home, in Cleveland. LeBron, I could very well be wrong.
We could all be wrong.
We all could be wrong. And
well, two of us are going to be right. You've been wrong. Two of us are going to be right.
I've been wrong before. But there's just really something about him. His focus, and we know he's doing all of this shooting terrible from the perimeter. Golden State is a hell of an opponent, 67 games, but I can easily see this Cavs team winning 60 games with this team they have right now, with the way they're playing.
If JR and Shumpert plays like that, bro, it's scary.
Shumpert he may not stop Curry, but LeBron has someone that can help him on defense. Slow him down just a little bit.
If Golden State win these first 2 games at home, that's gonna put a lot of pressure. Cavs gotta win one of these first 2 games.
That's how I'm looking at it. I think Cavs will win.
You gotta win.
Yeah, you gotta win.
You gotta steal.
Yeah.
They got to.
And game
then
one
you're gonna put that pressure on LeBron to win 3 handfuls.
I will say that
lose the first game.
Golden State has to play a little bit better than they did against Houston.
And I agree with you. They've struggled against Houston in multiple games. In Memphis, they just got lucky that Memphis couldn't score. And New Orleans, they were inexperienced. I think the paths to the finals are kind of equal.
You know what the problem I saw with Golden State, and Steve Kerr mentioned this the other day in the press conference. Like, Golden State is that, if you kind of equate it to the NFL, they're that passing team that can get up on you, because they a couple of those leads, even the game that Houston almost came back and went Harden fumbled the ball, they gave up a big lead. So
I'm talking about they were losing by double digits.
Well, I'm talking about I'm just talking about Golden State even being ahead. So even if Golden State is up 10 with 5 to go, it's not over, because Golden State is like that passing team that can't can't just turn the ball and just hand the ball off and run the clock out. Yeah. They don't know how to close games out like this.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Cleveland could have beat Houston?
Do I think Cleveland could have beaten Houston?
Yes.
Yeah, they could.
Right. So think about it. So if they could have beat Houston, and Golden State was barely beating Houston.
But Golden State also, there was one game they won by 35 points, something like that.
Game, you got to toss that out.
Nah, I can't toss nothing out at this point. They won 4-1. It wasn't like it was 4-3. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah.
And the most dangerous team in that game of runs, I'm not gonna front, is Golden State. But at the same time, because they have that ability to make up a 20-point lead, they can also let go of a 20-point lead.
And
have.
you know,
And because and all I'm saying, that's why I think it bodes well for LeBron to be shooting damn near 60% near the rim, because they don't have anybody to stop him
if
at
he
that
finds
rim.
that J,
And if he finds the J, then it's definitely over.
but
And
Golden
it's gonna
State
be
should
quicker
win
than
the
6.
series. But
You got Cavs.
I'm going with the Cavs. man.
You said
Golden
Cavs in
State.
what? Wait. So
Cavs in 6.
I'm gonna
Cavs
pick the
in 6.
Cavs in 6 or 7.
Golden State in 6 or 7.
6. I
For who?
6 for the Cavs.
Golden State in 6.